M5mm. Type: semi or fully automatic assault rifle. Country of origin: United States. Caliber: cartridge capacity: 20 and 30 rounds. Muzzle velocity: approximately 3,281 feet per second. Rate of fire: 700 to 950 rounds per minute.
Hope you guys like that little intro. It's just a little throwback to the military top 10 countdown from back in the day, for those of you that remember. But what we're doing is we're going ahead and reviewing the M5A3 assault rifle in Battlefield 2042. Not only is this weapon really good in the beta, as you're seeing right here, with its decent rate of fire, its great range accuracy, and overall takedown power, this is one of the best guns in the game, and I'm telling you, once the game releases, we're all going to finally get to see it in its full glory with all the attachments and things that we can add to it. But let's go ahead and get into some of the details on this weapon. This weapon is actually based off of the MCX Sphere, which is a part of the US military's next generation squad weapons program. It is submitted by Sauer to be the replacement of the M4 carbine, as you know, as your standard typical infantry issued rifle that you see on the front lines and has been on the front lines for a long time. This is a weapon that takes things up a notch, but also keeps a lot of things familiar for those of you that are, used to the AR platform altogether. Battlefield 2042 makes the assumption that the Sauer MCX Spear is the winner of the program in the upcoming years that is actually happening in real life. I believe General Dynamics had sent in their submission of a bullpup rifle that's supposed to be shooting polymer ammunition. But I feel like this weapon actually does have the edge over it, so it's a very high chance that this is actually something that could be called the M5 in the future. Pretty good on DICE to make that choice, because this is a really cool weapon altogether. You'll notice that there are some similarities between this and the M4, much like how the M13 in Call of Duty Modern Warfare is very similar to the M4 in a lot of ways, but also slightly different based off of the MCX series by Sauer. Now, of course, in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the M13 is based off of the 5.56 or 300 Blackout platform, so its weapon damage is probably a little bit less than what you see here in this game, which is using the 6.8mm SIG cartridge that is specifically designed for the next generation squad weapon program that this gun is a part of. The MCX Spear, aka the M5A3 in Battlefield 2042, has really good range. So you'll find that it succeeds at those medium to long range engagements. So what I like to do is I like to use the heavy barrel and the vertical foregrip to really maximize my control, especially when you're going against PC players that are using mouse and keyboard and you're only using controller. You definitely want to have every advantage that you can, and those attachments really help you stay on target and kind of even the playing field. This weapon is very balanced too. You'll notice that even in close quarters, it's quite snappy. Maybe not as snappy as a submachine gun or a shorter barreled carbine, but this thing is definitely giving you the firepower to back up your movement. So as long as you're on target, you're going to put people down. The only thing I find that's weird is that the Plus system actually allows you to switch calibers in the middle of a fight, and your character doesn't do any kind of barrel swap or anything like that. But this is a video game, so I won't take it too serious. I just think that that's kind of funny, because that shouldn't actually be the case. However, it having the option for the 9mm round does kind of go back to its roots, because the MCX series is based off of the MPX series, which is pistol caliber. And so having that option does kind of give you that versatility if you prefer to have that faster rate of fire. But when you're using the 6.8mm round, you're going to have a really heavy hitting round. It still gives you a good rate of fire, very similar to what we're already used to in a platform that's very similar to the AR-15. And that's one thing that I really like about this weapon, is that versatility, the overall, all-around good stats that it has. From the rate of fire to its ability to take people down at longer ranges. That's something that this weapon is definitely built for. The U.S. military, they wanted something that will take down armor, much more efficiently than weapons of past, where you have body armor plates that will withstand 5.56 rounds and 7.62 rounds. So them finding a good balance with the caliber that's right in the middle is able to give them a bit of an edge, because it just is the right formula for defeating the armor that you see on body plates of modern battlefields. Come back to this video in 10 years, you're going to see a lot of people asking the question, oh man, what are the best guns in Battlefield 2042, the most legendary guns, the video game guns that are iconic, that people are always going to remember. And this is really the moment when SIG shines, because this is actually the gun that is next gen, the true replacement to the M4 platform, for the M16 platform. This is a weapon that has ambidextrous controls all around. It has a charging handle in 2 spots. It has an adjustable gas system. It keeps the accuracy and rate of fire that we expect from a carbine or an assault rifle without sacrificing anything, and also increases the damage. Like, this is an improvement of the M4 carbine, so I can imagine that even with attachments on both weapons, this should outperform the M4. It shouldn't be balanced. It really should literally be better. But, it being a video game, we don't know what to expect. Everybody loves the M4 and the M16, so you can expect those to be good guns too. It's just, I really feel like this gun is not just a beta gun that everyone likes. It's an actual gun that's going to be one of the meta weapons of the game. So I'm excited to see how that comes to be. Now, 6 hours actually developing this for the U.S. military, but their main goal is to actually get this into the hands of people like you and me. They're going to have a civilian version that's available, that's going to push the 6.8 round, just like they are allowing the military to have access to. Aside from your MCX Virtus and weapons of that such that use the 5.56 round, that use the 300 blackout round, this is something that's truly next gen. That's finding a balance between both cartridges, between the higher hitting cartridges and the more accurate, faster velocity cartridges. This one is the one. I feel like this is really a step in the right direction, not only for video game guns, but just guns in general. As a true next gen weapon. And so you're definitely going to have this one in your rotation for, best guns in the game and guns that you go to find success in Battlefield 2042. This has been JDEZ09. Hope y'all guys enjoy the game when it comes out in November. I'll see you soon.